So the media continued to ask a lot of shitty questions yesterday. I want to show you the one that pissed me off the most. This is from Chuck Todd, a.k.a. Human Oatmeal.
Senator Sanders, I'm going to go to you on this. You said on the day you launched your campaign that voters should focus on what people stand for, not a candidate's race or age or sexual orientation. Many Democrats are very excited by the diversity of this field on this stage and on last night's stage, and the perspective that diversity brings to this contest and to these issues. Are you telling Democratic voters that diversity shouldn't matter when they make this decision?
No, absolutely not. Unlike the Republican Party, we encourage diversity. We believe in diversity. That's what America is about. But in addition to diversity, in terms of having more women, more people from the LGBT community, we also have to do something else. And that is we have to ask ourselves a simple question. And that how come today the worker in the middle of our economy is making no more money than he or she made 45 years ago, and that in the last 30 years, the top 1% has seen a $21 trillion increase in their wealth. We need a party that is diverse, but we need a party that has the guts to stand up to the powerful special interests who have so much power over the economic and political life of this country.
So I think Bernie Sanders' answer there was wonderful. I mean, it's great, and he's spot on. Pretty much a perfect answer. But that question, man, I mean, listen, Bernie can't say this, but I'll say it for him. That's a bigoted question. The question is fundamentally, hey, man, you're old and white. Why is that okay? Like, what do you want him to do, bro? What do you want him to do? Not run for president simply because he's old and white when, you know, people who are paying attention all know he's the furthest left option and he's basically the most in favor of structural reform of all the options? Is he just supposed to step aside and not run and just have, like, shame over the fact that he's old and white? And by the way, if you want to play the identity politics game, we could play it right back at you. He would be the first Jewish president. Why are you downplaying the importance of the first Jewish president? Are you an anti-Semite? Why do you hate Jews? Why are you downplaying Bernie Sanders' struggle as he would be the first Jewish president? Why are you downplaying that? What's wrong with you? So I'm so sick of this, man. Listen, nobody in their right mind thinks Bernie Sanders is bigoted. I mean, the dude literally marched in the civil rights movement. The dude's policies throughout his entire career has been in favor of communities of color and women and the LGBTQ community. So since that's the case, and we all know that's the case, to ask a question like that, it really is just a bigoted question. It really is like, why should anybody be okay with voting for an old white man? Well, because I thought the whole idea of equality is we're supposed to not really care about somebody's background, somebody's race, somebody's gender, somebody's sexual orientation. Like, either you could say, hey man, we're all equal and that stuff doesn't matter. Or you could say, hey, having an old white candidate being president isn't cool by definition simply because they're old and white. You can't have it both ways. Either you believe in equality or you believe in, by definition, old white people are eliminated, in which case you're a bigot. It's one or the other. So I know this is impolite to say this and this is politically incorrect to say this, but it's true, and I'm sick of that shit. I'm sick of it. And also, by the way, this is why there's a strong contingent of people on the left who are against identity politics, is because when they hear identity politics, this is what they think of. Now, it doesn't mean that there aren't legitimate arguments like, hey, the death penalty is used in a racist way, where if a black person and a white person commit the same crime, a black person is more likely to get the death penalty. Like, there are real facts out there which explain why it's not like all identity politics is just cynically weaponized. There's some legit identity politics. But having said that, this is the face of identity politics in today's day and age now. The face is like, why is it okay that you're an old white man? Fuck off. Hey, Hillary's a woman. Yes, queen. Vote for her because she has a vagina. Yay! This is why people are turned off by this shit. It's used as a shield to deflect from serious policy discussion. So stop with the pseudo-wokeism. It's not woke. You're Chuck Todd, you're human oatmeal, and you're a piece of shit.